おとなしくしやがれ。
Hey, my dear pirates, here on the channel Straw Hat One Piece Theories. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Zoro and his powerful armament Haki and his conqueror Haki. Many say that Zoro has greater potential than Luffy in both areas, but is that true? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video, but first of all, so if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit, and if you're new here, my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, my dear pirate, in the previous video, I commented on how Mihawk and Shanks are very balanced in powers. If Shanks is better in one aspect, in another aspect, Mihawk is superior. I gathered a lot of information to draw a line of comparison between these two piracy legends to see who was actually stronger, and in the end I came to the conclusion that both are so strong and powerful that victory would be decided in detail. I'll leave this video on a pinned card for you to watch later, okay? But at last, my dear sailor, today we're going to see if this also applies to Zoro and Luffy. After all, although many may already be giving Luffy victory, well, things are not that simple. Of course, Luffy's current Gear 5 gives him a lot of advantage in the current scenario, but we always have to remember that Haki is a power superior to the power of Devil Fruit. Kaido himself states that in his fight with Luffy by saying that although the Devil Fruits are powerful, what really makes the seas and the world dominate is the power of Haki. And to emphasize this, Kaido uses as an example Goldie Roger himself, who was absurdly powerful without the power of a Devil Fruit. But that's not the only thing that reinforces Haki's superiority over Devil Fruits. Shanks is further proof that Haki, if taken to its fullest, can make powerful Devil Fruit users tremble at the feel of such powers. What Shanks did with Aramaki is proof of that. So we have to be careful saying that only with the power of a Devil Fruit, as powerful as it is, someone is superior to another who only uses Haki, and this is where Zoro comes in. Yes, Luffy has a very powerful Conqueror's Haki. We saw what he did in Marineford, and after he trained with Rayleigh, we can see his clear evolution in Fishman Island. Defeating 50,000 enemies is something that not everyone can do. So yes, Luffy is very powerful in controlling his Conqueror Haki. But we have to take one thing into consideration. Zoro did not train his advanced Conqueror Haki with Mihawk, in fact so much so that he came to awaken his power precisely in Wano in his battle against King. And after that, he was able to injure Kaido using his advanced Conqueror Haki along with his Mode Ashura. Luffy, on the other hand, had a whole training based on Conqueror's Haki with Silver's Rayleigh at the same time that he improved his Aramaki Haki. Because of that, Luffy even developed Gear 4. What I mean is that Zoro didn't have all the same preparation as Luffy in terms of Conqueror's Haki, and yet he showed such power by being one of the few in the world to manage to hurt Kaido and also to have defeated King. This shows that if Zoro had the same training as Luffy, very possibly both would be equal in that regard. Seeing Zoro's feats when using Conqueror's Haki without even having had previous training like Luffy is something we have to take into account. After all, we saw how effective Conqueror's Haki is in disabling fruit-based skills from the enemies. So if Zoro had a training to master his Conqueror's Haki 100%, it could disable the power of anyone's fruit. Plus his armament Haki is as formidable as Luffy's. Of course, Luffy is the protagonist and he will always tend to be the strongest, but we have to take these small details into account in the script. After all, in a fight, everything can change, knowing how to use the right skills, right? In terms of Conqueror's Haki, it is clear that Luffy is far ahead of Zoro, but in terms of armament Haki, both are well on a par. So we see that the difference between both is only the training that Zoro may be doing in the next arcs. In fact, Luffy himself could help Zoro with that. Oh yes, Zoro and Luffy would be almost equal in terms of power. But now I want to know your opinion on this matter. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel. So help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone, and until the next video,